Proposed development and tourism facilities. Bawan, Batangas houses some tourism facilities that cater to the needs of the tourists. However, development must be proposed in order to enhance their services. The first one is clubs. Clubs establishment for the nighttime entertainment, typically serving drinks and offering music, dancing, and others. Club must be located in a place that is accessible to the public. Preferably, the club must follow a classic or beach theme style to attract different type of market. The next one is the water sport and facilities. Water sport, boat tours, and rentals continue to be an attractive option for tourists and locals in a destination. However, those activities must be marketed to the public, and establishment must have at least one highlight water activity that every tourist will be attracted. The facility must be present on the social media channels that their customers use. Also show customers that the availability of courses and boats. Next is to offer equipment, rentals for water sports and boats to provide other offers and package deals.
This is our proposed tourism activities, and the first one is the spinnaker flying, and this spinnaker flying is often called as a kite or chute because it somewhat resembles a parachute in both construction and appearance. And then the next one is the flyboarding, and this flyboarding is essentially a hoverboard that can use on water. And then the third one is the pool lifts, and it is a seat made of materials that resist corrosion and provide firm base, headrest, seat belts, and additional leg support that enhance accessibility and accommodate wider variety of people with disabilities.
The next is ramps. A very simple and easy way to make the public bathing accessible to the or that has a direct access to the ocean. A ramp extends to the sea and to the pool. The last tourism activity is mobility scooter. There is one place to begin, and this is the fact that mobility will give you an increased sense of independence. Another way that mobility scooter can enhance your quality of life because it will help you prevent injuries.
Now, let's talk about the destination marketing organizations and the involvement of our stakeholders. As marketing practices continue to advance, the tourism industry is constantly evolving in terms of marketing strategies and in the shifting duties of its stakeholders. Creating local stakeholders' engagement and reinforcing their role in marketing activities of a destination will help in developing the tourism sites. These local stakeholders includes the local residents, developers, and government workers, where the community draws its resources. It is important to involve these groups because they will serve as front stops that will market the destinations. The local residents' role lies in the protection and maintenance of the place to avoid abusive use of natural resources and exploitation of cultural heritage. On the other hand, developers should anticipate the needs and desires of the tourists and accordingly come up with the tourism plans that will sustain the growing tourism industry. Government workers play a substantial role in the community's development, provide the links between the people and the government, address its community's problems and concerns, enforce policies, and hold influence over its communities. It also acts as an economic power that will guide and manage tourism development. Tourism industry alone with destination marketing organizations or the DMOs will not succeed in marketing organizations and destinations without the participation and cooperation of the local stakeholders. They play a significant role in the tourism industry as they are the key groups toward the successful tourism development and marketing.
So this is our brochure, and I print out some examples so I can explain it to you. So it is a threefold brochure, and then at the first page is the tagline of Bawan. So we are one in Bawan, and then at the back was our contact details, Smile Adventures, and then our quotation, which is make you smile, delight your heart, every footstep it will mark. And then, for the third page, was the information about Bawon Batangas and some reminders for the new normal when you travel, which is wash your hands with the soap and water, sanitize it, and maintain social distancing. Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. And always wear a mask. So, second page is the 2 days and 1 night. This is the Sublian Festival. It is only happening on May 2 at Bawan. So, Isubli is presented during a feast, a ceremonial worship dance in honor to the Holy Cross. And then, this is the foods that you might try when you go to Bawan. The pianono, the Londres, and their pride, which is mango nectar. You can also dine in Johan's Grill or Denshos.
So here's our proposed itinerary. Disclaimer: we aren't able to go and visit the place itself. That's why most of the things that's in the itinerary is came from social media or internet. The time travel is also coming from Google Maps and also the sequence of every stop of the destination. And still, we have no idea what's Bawan have. That's why we join force to come up with the idea of contacting some tourism officers to ask for help to gain some information as our resources that came from the municipality of Bawan. Our day 1 itinerary. We picked 6 a.m. It's not that too early because it only takes 2 hours and 30 minutes before we arrived in our chosen destination, which is the Bawan, coming from Manila. We include their breakfast and we chose Hebrews Cafe because it is along the road going to Bawan Immaculate Conception Church or Parish, and that is our first destination. We gave them ample amount of time to pray, take selfies, and roam inside the parish. For the second destination, it's not that far. It takes only a few seconds of walk going to its patio because it is only outside of the parish. And the Plaza Orense is just almost in the opposite side of it. For their lunch, we picked Johannes Grill Bawan because of their famous baby bone back ribs na mapapamouth-watery ka sa sarap. So, let's move on to their accommodation, which is the Latalia Beach Resort. For them to enjoy every second of their moment in Loklok, we include all their water activities like kayaking, pedal boat, banana boat, jet ski, paraw, and swimming. In day 1, we better chose them to stay in their accommodation to experience all the water activities in Latalia Beach Resort. To ensure their safety, we proposed a dinner inside the resort as they offer meals to ease the hunger of their tourists after an hours of activities. After dinner, it is up to them if they are going to stargaze in the shore or even put a bonfire while stargazing, or if they wanted to straightly take a nap after a long, tiring but joyful day. And that is our day 1.
This is the second day of our tour. 4:30 a.m. is our wake-up call. They will have time to fix themselves within 30 minutes because at 5 to 6 a.m. is for their breakfast. After their breakfast, they will proceed to Binokbok Viewpoint Resort. So, their estimated time of arrival was 6:15 a.m. It is only few kilometers away from Latalia Beach Resort. And then from 6:15 a.m. to 11:30, they can choose of what activities they wanted to do first. It's either snorkeling, free diving, or island hopping. After the island hopping, that was around 11:30, they can have their lunch, and we will give them 1 hour and 30 minutes to enjoy their lunch. Then exactly at 1 p.m., we will now back to Latalia Beach Resort. So, at 1:15 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. That was their given time to pack their things and then check out. Exactly 1:45, they will be leaving in Latalia Beach Resort, going to Bayan of Bawan to buy some things at Pasalubong Center. So that was around 2:15 p.m. to 3 p.m. We will give their time to buy their things within that 45 minutes. So after 3 p.m., they will now going back to the van, so they can now proceed to going back to Manila. So our estimated time of departure was 3 p.m. and then our estimated time of arrival in Manila.
So here's our breakdown expenses. As you can see, all the meals, accommodation, entrance fee, and even the transportation are all included in the table. There are also some miscellaneous and other fees for the activities that is included in the itinerary. Even if you only bring 1,000 pesos, you will never get hungry nor feel anxious because everything that is necessary are all enclosed in the package. Branding a new destination or our destination to our target market, it is not only part of marketing strategy, but it is actually the foundation that creates positive image and unique identity of the place. Improving our brand's weaknesses is one we looked for, and by knowing the weaknesses, we are able to outperform our competitors. Choosing our target market makes us grind to look beyond on what our destination can offer. And by that, we come up with an idea that we must use social media as our platform to easily navigate and inform everyone on what our destination can provide. And as for the uniqueness or the branding of what we are proposing, we give emphasis for the PWDs by presenting some facilities where they can enjoy, relax, and experience the same as a normal people do.
One-liner brand for our chosen site is Aquaholic Loklok, since Loklok, Bawan, Batangas is surrounded by the waters, and also it is easy to remember. Then our marketing strategy are collaborate with the influencers in making content vlog for the market, because nowadays social media has been our center of information and influencers tend to be our new celebrities. It is a great idea to collaborate with the influencer who can help us promote our destination through content vlog. And then the second one is invest on sanitation and hygiene. Still a safe place outside home. That is our priority that should be considered since we're experiencing pandemic now. With proper guidelines and services, which include sanitation and hygiene, we can offer not just the fun and satisfaction, but security and safety of our clients. And lastly, set the hashtag travel goals and expose the highlights of your service.
Thank you and feel the magic of Loklok. Hashtag Luklukan ang saya.